we need, yeah. Man, I got it, wow.
Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Box Seats. This is the show we talk about sports with comedians. So let's go and get the show started. First up is comedian Howie Bell. Howie, how you doing, sir?
What's happening, Frank Holder? I'm good, my brother. How are you?
Good to see you. Good to see you. Let's bring in filmmaker Jason Hayes while we wait for another comedian to join us. Jay, how you doing, sir?
Hey, what up, fellas?
What up, though?
Good to see you, Jay. Good to see you. Good to see you. Guys, we got a lot of tough stuff to talk about. And and I'm trying to make sure we squeeze in, like, I do the stories. I try to make sure I fit and get a certain amount in, you know what I mean? Because tomorrow might be old news. So let's get ready to get this stuff started. Howie, you're going to jump in the front seat, man, like you always do, man. And let's get ready to get this top thing started. Top of the news cycle today, man, is something we didn't discuss yesterday because we weren't on. We got to talk about Tiger Woods stepping away from golf, Howie. He's to seek treatment and focus on my health, according to a statement. And then today, the funny thing is, right after all this happened, then the camera for the cops camera came out. You know what I mean? So, we saw Tiger Woods' reaction when he first got arrested, and we saw his shock of his arrest. But first, how we talk about Tiger Woods basically sitting there saying he's stepping away from golf. How you feel what's your thoughts on how that would shake up the golf industry?
He should, man. He has a problem. So I saw a video today, and they were giving them the whole test, and I saw the whole. Yeah, it was a little embarrassing, man. I'm wondering why they had to even release that part of the video. Like, they were showing stuff like they would never show a regular citizen. You know what I'm saying? All this stuff he was doing this hand stuff, and they had him clap his hand. I was like, why are they showing him go through all that? Anyway, that was a personal note of mine. I was just looking at that like, why? But anyway, I saw that he needs help though. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, he's addicted to painkillers. You know what I'm saying? He even admitted on camera that he takes prescription pills too. So. Yeah. In that shakedown.
But Howie, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but in all fairness, he almost lost his leg in a previous.
Sure.
So it would be pretty well thought of that he's going to take prescription drugs for the pain he still must be having because he's trying to play golf too. You know what I mean? So
yeah, and I get that but they're highly addictive, and so what happens is. So if you abuse them, the opioids and all that stuff, you go through what he does. You can have blackouts. You can do, all kinds of stuff, man. You're incoherent. It's just as bad, if not worse, than driving, under the influence of alcohol. So that's why they have DWIs and DUIs. They are distinctly, driving under influence, driving while intoxicated, driving. They're all different because they apply to different type of things. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So substance abuse wise. So, he needs to step away from golf. Somebody was just saying that he ain't really been good in the last, I don't know how many years. It was just saying that. But besides that, he needs help, man. And I hope he gets all the help he needs, man. Really, honestly, the dude needs help, man. He's kind of messed up right now.
Jason Hayes, filmmaker. What's your thoughts on the body cam being released and Tiger Woods officially stepping away from golf?
First, I'll say, I'll trust Tiger to do what Tiger feels like he needs to do for Tiger. Second of all, I watched the video too, and I saw a goddamn car laying on its side in the middle of the street.
Yeah.
What I also know is that when they asked, they gave him a breathalyzer, he blew a 0.00, which means he wasn't drunk. Now, because you find prescription drugs in his car doesn't mean that he was on prescription drugs. We don't know that because he didn't give him blood. Now, if you flip the car, you probably banged your head. For all we know, Tiger could have been concussed. Which is why, he was all wobbly or whatever. You don't know what's going on. We know what concussions look like from seeing Tua the last 500 times over the past season and a half. So for me, I look at it from the legal standpoint of like, all right, there's a narrative about Tiger. He has a problem. He has it this, he has it that. And so they released the body cam footage to show him stumbling or whatever, but they don't mention that he didn't blow drunk. And the headline is body cam shows Tiger was surprised over DUI arrests. I would have been surprised too. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, I know I haven't been drinking. I'm not drunk. Why are you arresting me at this point for flipping my car? But again, if you flip your car, you're going to bang your head, man. I've been in a car accident before. And and my car didn't flip. So it's just all a narrative right now. You know what I'm saying? And so for him, I just think it's easier to go get whatever. I mean, the pills may have been illegal, but we don't know they're illegal. We don't know he got a problem. We don't know any of that. You know what I'm saying? We just know what happened. And whatever he's doing for himself, I welcome him to go and do that for himself. Get better in whatever ways he thinks that he needs to do it. But there's a narrative out there, and they're trying to stick to the narrative right now. That's what I'm seeing.
Well, I'm gonna say this real quick. I just
hold on, Howie. If I ever get in trouble, I'm calling you, Jay, for my attorney right out the gate. Just what you know. My first phone call.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I get where Jay is coming from, but this is like the third or fourth accident or some kind of incident where he's kind of around this, and it's been, this is a pattern now, Jay. I mean, so I'm just saying, now it could just be benign. It could be he's taking these pills just for pain. That's it. They found the pill. What happened?
But how everything Jason said, ain't nothing wrong with what he said. He did get into a car accident. He did flip. He did blow a zero in the thing. Like he did all that. And then they seem to be pushing a narrative, if you know. But if you get into a car accident that flips and you blow 0, 0, 0 in the breathalyzer, then why are they pushing that same narrative too? How, you know what I mean? So
because I'm gonna tell you why. Because there's more than one way to be intoxicated. Alcohol is not the only way to be intoxicated. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there are a myriad of ways that you can be intoxicated and operating some kind of machinery or vehicle. So just because he blew a 0.00 for alcohol doesn't mean he was not intoxicated or under some type of, your influence from a prescription drug, even if they were legal. You can OD on legal drugs too. You know what I'm saying?
But Howie, if a dude flips a car several times,
there is a
you don't know that he's intoxicated. You don't know if he's intoxicated at all. He could be concussed. You know what I'm saying? Because it mimics all those other things that it can make him seem like he's drunk. So why are we putting the braces on the man? You know what I'm saying? Because he refused the blood test. And I get that part of it, man. But
he did.
It's a mess, man. It's a mess. And the reason why they can pick it with him right now because he has a pattern. I don't even think that they would even be going like that if he didn't have a pattern.
Hey, listen, world.
Not the first wreck.
But how? Listen though, you're right. There is a pattern, but world, you can't cancel me. These are just jokes. He is half Asian.
I hear you.
He is half
Asian. That's terrible.
He's half Asian.
That's terrible.
So you say he can't drive? The man can't drive.
No, I'm telling you, like 7 out of every 10 accidents I see in New York City. Hey man, listen. Hey, don't shoot the messenger, world. These are just jokes. Some of y'all can drive.
He ain't never lie. He ain't never lie. Howie Bell. Let's talk about the next thing that I found very amusing, man. I don't know if you saw this news, man, but J. Cole signed a contract to play in the Chinese Basketball Association with the Nanjing Monkey Kings.
Speaking of Chinese.
A black dude playing for the Monkey Kings?
It's been the Nanjing Monkey Kings. We all know that he did this, but he committed to playing a few games in the Chinese team last year, and now he's following through this year. So speaking of the Chinese, look what we're looking at. J. Cole, that's their professional league. You know what I mean? So Howie Bell, maybe we're not hip to. I know I'm not. I was not hip to that. The news that J. Cole could ball like that. You know what I mean? What's your take on that, Howie?
I saw J. Cole do something at All-Star Weekend, I think a year or two ago. He was playing with some of the celebrities or something. He could ball. He could play. Now, I didn't know he could play that well to play in a league. But the Monkey Kings, that's an interesting name for a team.
For a brother to be on.
For a brother to be on, yeah. The Monkey Kings. Yeah, I don't know about that one. You know what I'm saying? But, China, I guess China has different things. A monkey is symbolizing something with them, like the dragon and all this different stuff. So, ain't no telling. I don't think it's racist. But, you know what I'm saying? But these days, you just never damn know. But the Monkey Kings are going to welcome J. Cole, I guess, to the team. In China. Good for him, though, man, to reinvent himself, though. You know what I'm saying? To do something different. You know what I'm saying? And make money off of it. I love that.
Let me get. Hold on. Let me take this out. Jay, let me give a quick, before I bring Jay up, let me give a quick shout out to people who are tuning in and listening to us on Instagram. They got a couple of comments. Core Vibes said DUI, driving under the influence of medication. Great point. Tiger is going through some stuff right now because he's mourning his missing his parents. And shout out to My Bell 504 who's tuning in from New Orleans. Loves the show.
All right.
So,
all right.
What's your take on this, Jay? About J. Cole obviously playing ball in China? I mean, maybe we just didn't pay attention to this. You know what I mean? What's your take, Jay?
3 things. Y'all watching on social media, come to YouTube, man, so we can get paid. Thank you.
Yeah.
2 things, in terms of J. Cole. Little known fact. J. Cole went to St. John's University on a basketball scholarship.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Okay. He went to St.
He's a legitimate basketball player.
He's legit. I knew he could play. I say he's legit.
He's a legitimate Division I basketball player.
Mm-hmm.
And 2, if they don't already make the monkey sounds in the crowd, they better not start when J. Cole start playing for him now. I'm gonna take that the wrong way, bro. Oh yeah, we just invented this. No, man, if you ain't been doing monkey sounds until now, don't start. But he's a legitimate player. Rap is what he's been doing. If you get a chance just to go play ball, I mean, even if it's not here, to play in front of a crowd and you're still pretty much in shape, he's still young enough. Hey man, why not, man? Just go live it. That's one of my greatest regrets. I had a chance, to go play overseas when I was younger. This agent was trying to sign me, and I was like, man, I don't want to be like 5'10", chasing no basketball. Like in Israel one year and Sweden another, and I just said no. But looking back, if I could do it all over again, I would have done it for the year or the 2 years or the 3 years, and just did it to say I did it. So why not, man? Get it done.
Live your life.
Right.
Yep.
Right. Yeah, because a lot of stuff you end up regret. It's stuff I regret too. Howie Bell, let me ask you about this next thing, man, because it's the hottest topic all day. We found out today that the Raiders came to terms with Kirk Cousins, which, if you all remember, I said this at the beginning of whenever we were talking about this. I was like, the Raiders need to snatch up Kirk Cousins because
they did. I remember you saying it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're going to get the first-round draft pick. And then I also said this, too, if you remember this, too. Knowing Tom Brady, that he knows football like this and being who he is and everything else, it makes the most sense for, the Raiders to get Kirk Cousins and bring in the number 1 draft pick and have that number 1 draft pick come under Kirk Cousins. We all went around the horn with this and everything else. And now today it became official, man. So what's your thoughts about the Raiders signing Kirk Cousins under the tutelage? Because I don't know if you guys noticed, Tom Brady's been on the field. He's been playing a lot of football lately. He's been, playing flag football with the current players. He's getting more active. I think he's trying to step up the Raiders to the next thing. But the problem is the Raiders are in the AFC West. You know what I mean? So we'll see how that turns out. But what's your thoughts on this, Howie Bell?
Raiders have nowhere to go but up, man. So, they can't go down. They can only go up. Well, you can't go. You can get worse. But I don't think they are. I think Kirk Cousins got another job. Kudos to him. Michigan State alum. That's good for him, man. But I actually think the Raiders are in a position to make some moves and really make strong improvements over the next season or two. So for them to bring him in to kind of be tutelage for the draft pick, that's smart. That's smart. You know what I'm saying? Then you got Tom Brady there too. You know what I'm saying? They can help out with that position a little bit more than he would, than any type of owner would. You know what I'm saying? He could still lend some type of helping hand in some kind of way with that. And I don't know, on the side note, I saw Tom Brady throwing the ball a couple of days ago, and he still looked like he could play. But that's the side note. But it was crazy. But yeah, man, I think that Kirk Cousins got him a new home, got him a new job. Good for you.
Jay, what's your take on this, bro? How are you looking at the Raiders signing Kirk Cousins? Because we all are thinking right now that they're going to sign this what's his name, Fernando Mendoza, and who looked really phenomenal yesterday. Yeah, according to reports, he looked better than a lot of people have in the last couple of years. According to reports,
I doubt that.
I'm not hearing it. I didn't see it. All I know is my man Louis Reddick said he absolutely loved it. And then he did something that no one ever does, Jay. He went and told people where he was going to throw it to. He said no one has ever done that before. And then he said who he's going to throw it to, how far he's going to do it, and he did everything. He only missed 2 passes out of 30. You know what I mean? So because and the 30, another 2 he missed, the wide receivers dropped them. So anyway, what you think about Raiders signing Kirk Cousins to be the tutelage of this Mendoza kid? What you think, Jay?
Well, I don't think that Fernando is going to be ready to play right away. I mean, all the hype they putting around him, like I actually saw this kid play in college. So, I mean, I'm not impressed with him like that personally. So I understand them, like wanting to have an insurance policy bring us by like Kirk Cousins, who can play immediately, so that Mendoza doesn't get thrown out to the wolves. Because if you wreck his confidence when he already like, I don't know, it might be over with, before it even start. I mean, it could be Jamarcus Russell all over again. But
Ooh,
two,
Lord.
like I said in our group text earlier, I think Kirk Cousins should be in the Hall of Fame for money still in the loan. You know how many contracts Kirk Cousins has signed $100 million plus in his career to be a mid quarterback like him?
Yeah, he has.
Has Kirk Cousins ever won a playoff game? I don't think he has he?
I don't think so either. No.
I don't think he's ever won a playoff game.
No.
But somehow he's figured out a way to make like $400 million in quarterback salary in over his mid career.
What's the difference between him and Kawhi Leonard?
Kawhi Leonard won a championship, multiple championships.
But he take off.
He won championships.
That's not even a good comparison, Howie.
I mean,
I think it's a lot of knock on
Kawhi's an all-time great, bro.
Nah.
My knock on Kirk Cousins is not that he got hurt; it's that even when he's available, he doesn't win in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm not trying to drag this out. I'm just saying, to me, Kawhi Leonard is a thief. I have not seen Kawhi Leonard deserve the amount of money he's made.
Howie, that's a different conversation.
It's still sport, but
he might be a thief to the Clippers, but he won 2 championships with the Spurs, and he won one with Toronto. They got their money's worth.
Championship with the Spurs, went with Toronto, and was doing really well with the Clippers 2 years ago till he got hurt and was in the playoffs. Yeah, and
Kurt ain't done none of that.
Yeah,
he ain't never been MVP. He never been all defense, all off. He ain't never been none of that. Kawhi been all those things.
Okay,
so
so
for me, Kurt should be in the Hall of Fame just for like it needs to be acknowledged how he finessed the league because of the premium on the quarterback position. But I think for the Raiders, he'll be a solid pickup for them because he's better than nothing. But they probably should have went out and got that kid from Green Bay, to be honest. But I think that they felt like Mendoza is a franchise quarterback. I don't think that he is. And I think that they're going to regret not going to get Malik Willis from Green Bay when he was available because I think he's going to be a better player.
And you got to remember, too, they were looking at somebody who has had longevity to bring in. They want that type of person. That's what they want. Malik Willis doesn't have that, though. So,
and I'm sure Kirk's really smart.
Yeah.
So he can coach him up, in the film room and point out the little nuances of the game. In the same way that, that Jameis Winston keeps bouncing from team to team.
Exact same way.
People think Jameis is an idiot. Dude, Jameis was a 4.0 high school student. He qualified to go to Stanford and in the Ivy League schools. He chose to go to Florida State. I mean, like Jameis is smart as hell. So they bring Jameis in. He pretty much runs the quarterback room. And I think that Kirk's going to be a lot like that, to Mendoza because they're clearly going to take him. And he can coach him up on the nuances and how to watch film and all those little things. So, in that regard, he's a really good pickup.
That brings in my man, Damian Jones, who's joined the show. D. Jones, how you doing, sir? And what's your thought on this Kirk Cousins situation?
First of all, I would love to be a monkey and play basketball. That's number one.
Hit your ass with a banana, how you going to feel then?
If they paying me, and me and J. Cole both need who should be in the Hall of Fame. That's not Kirk Cousins. That's his agent. Who is his agent? Is it Jerry Ryan? Because man, I need people be trying to manage me all the time. You need a manager. You just give me $500. How much you want out of that? I need Kirk Cousins' agent right now.
You're absolutely correct.
He's the real MVP.
He's the real MVP in this situation.
Yeah. So what's your thought on now we discussed that? What's your thought on him, as a player coming over to the Raiders and then being able to sit down with that Mendoza kid, if they even pick Mendoza?
This not even a bridge player. This is like just a trolley player to get to the next stop. He's only a year deal. He got a lot of money to play 1 year, but it's just for a year. And I think they don't want to put Mendoza out there right now, but he got some weapons. He got 2 great weapons. I don't know about receiving or that line, but if they can improve that before they throw him out there, then he might be all right.
All right.
They got a running back and a tight end for sure.
Yeah, that's the two weapons I'm talking about. Yep.
Yeah, he does that. All right, Howie, let me bring you up in here, center stage again. Howie Bell, we got to talk about one more thing, man. I'm looking at the time. Yeah, we better squeeze this. And, I saw an article today where they are sitting here talking about definitely extending the NCAA tournament by adding more teams because here's the thought. A team from outside the 5 basketball power leagues, which are SEC, ACC, Big 12, Big 10, and Big East, there has not been one team of those failed to advance to the Sweet 16 for the second consecutive season. They want to expand it to either 72, 76 teams to be able to get in so they can have this is what they've been trying to get to. So what are your thoughts on this, Howie Bell, with them expanding the NCAA tournament? We talked about this one time before, but it looks like it's going to become a reality now. What you think, Howie?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of them expanding it. I do, though, like the opportunity given to other kids, you know what I'm saying, to get to shine. So it's just a matter of logistic. I guess it's a logistical thing for the NCAA tournament crew, production crew, whatever they are, to make this work. But it's because it seems like it's a little overkill with some of those games early in the week and TBS and TNT. It just seems like they come on during the day, different weird times. So it's just going to be interesting to see how they work this in. You know what I'm saying? They incorporate more teams and more games into the March Madness. But, we'll see. But I love March Madness. Best sports time of the year.
Best time of the year.
Hey, what's your take on this, bro? Where you at with this? What you think?
I mean, I like it, man. And honestly, I think, okay, so that they're either going to expand by 8 or they're going to expand by 12.
Yeah.
Right. So it's going to be either one of those. So I like it because it may solve a logistical thing for them that they currently have. So you guys know, like on the Monday and the Tuesday, they have games, for those really lower seeded teams where they get into the main draw.
Yeah.
So I think that maybe by adding the 8 or the 12, instead of having to do the Monday and Tuesday, they can just add an additional site and everybody starting the same day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because now the numbers are matched up. So they ain't got to have some kind of play-in kind of situation, to come in and do it. Like, I'm sure that there's a method to it. And either it solves a logistical problem for them, to not have to do the earlier in the week, or it gives them a chance to better fill in earlier in the week, into the lead in into that Thursday. Okay.
That's a great point. 100%. What are your thoughts of this, D. Jones?
They trying to take my money. They trying to take my money is what they doing. Okay. There's more games to gamble on.
Give them your money.
They trying to take my money, and I'm with it. I like it. All they doing, like, they're not going to affect the big schools or the top schools. The lower level schools, they gonna just knock each other out. It's just more entertainment for us, and
right. More things to bet on.
Nothing gonna change. The teams that's gonna win is still gonna win. So they can add whatever they want to add.
100%.
D. Jones gonna be like, give me 25 on Alaska Anchorage.
Don't laugh, because that'd be true. He will do that. All right, Howie, I got to jump back to football, man, because the NFL meetings are just about over. We talked about Kirk Cousins, but there was some news that came out of NFL today about Aaron Rodgers and the new head coach of the Steelers, Mike McCarthy, are in communications. But, Aaron Rodgers is still remaining a free agent, Howie, and the potential for him to return to Pittsburgh doesn't appear to be off the table just yet. But there is that thought process that he might not even go back to Pittsburgh, Howie. What's your take on the Aaron Rodgers saga as it continues? Because
you're asking Howie about Aaron Rodgers.
Hey, man, listen.
That's why I had to ask.
Hey, man, Aaron Rodgers, just quit. Why don't you? You know what I'm saying? just go ahead and get into broadcasting. Go ahead and get in, join the Pat McAfee show or whatever you want to do, Aaron Rodgers, man. But I'm going to tell you this. Going back to football may not be his best option, even with the Steelers. And I just don't see it, him being able to produce at his age. I just don't see it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not hating on him or any of that. I know, I don't like him from what he did to my Lions. So let me just make that clear. It's a sports thing. It's not personal. But at the same time, he's an arrogant bastard, and I want to see, him leave. It's time for him to go. There's nothing else left for you. I don't think another person wants to watch another Aaron Rodgers game.
Yeah, you know what, Jay? The thing is, to me, I think he has this Tom Brady thing on his head. I think he thinks that since Tom Brady did it, he can do it.
That could be it.
I think he thinks he's better than Tom Brady. I honestly believe he thinks that he could do that.
I don't know why he does.
I think he thinks. Go
In
ahead,
terms of physical, in terms of the physical throwing football, he is better than Brady.
Mhm.
In terms of the throw of the football, but he ain't better than Brady in nothing else.
I think that's decline. I just saw Brady throwing the football the other day.
Nah, I mean Aaron Rodgers can sling that rock, bro.
He can.
I mean, he's an all-time great at slinging that
Oh
pill.
no, he can. Yeah.
Yeah.
He threw a Hail Mary that crushed my soul against the
That's
Lions.
why you hate him. I know. At least you're qualifying. At least you're qualifying the hate. For me, I'm with Howie, man. I mean, he has not looked great.
He hasn't.
He has he's barely looked competent, to be honest, like the past 3 seasons. So if he comes back, I don't know to what end, because I think Baltimore takes a huge step forward this year in their division. I think the Bengals take a step forward in their division. And Cleveland is going to be better this year, I think, with their coach being up out of there. So I don't know what he's coming back for to come to Pittsburgh. They don't really have a whole lot of offensive pieces to put around him. I mean, they got DK, of course, but the Steelers look really old last year, and I don't know if you can fix all that in a single offseason. So if he's coming back purely for the paycheck and probably with a whole lot of ego attached to it. But I just don't know how they're going to be viable, with him at quarterback next year.
I got an extra question for you, Jay. Just side note. Of the new head coaches with the new teams and everything else, what's the average that you think they are going to be good? Because you named 3 teams that have head coaches that are new, and let me just be quiet here. Let me hear your answer first. What's your
I don't know. I mean, because you never know. Because think about Seattle's head coach. Like this is his 2nd season, and he won a Super Bowl. Howie's former OC, he got it done in Chicago this year, so you just never know. But I'll say of the new head coaches, I think the Baltimore coach and probably John Harbaugh are the 2 set up to be the most successful.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because the Giants are going to do what John Harbaugh tells them. They got some good young pieces already on the team, that he can organize. He just bring in some vets here. There. Baltimore's loaded. They got Lamar. They've improved the defense. They hired
and they coming. Baltimore's coming.
Yeah. I mean, they coming, man. So I don't know. I think those are the only 2 really set up. Mike McCarthy, man. Listen, this might be Pittsburgh's first losing season in 19 years.
Well, the reason why I brought it up is because I looked this up. Statistically speaking, new head coaches and they join new teams, the majority of them lose. Last year, the Patriots did well, Seattle did well, Denver wasn't even in their first season, even with the new head coach. That was their second.
It was Sean Payton. Yeah,
it was Sean Payton. My point is,
first season he sucked.
Yeah, my point is you name some teams that literally we all think they should do well, but the chances are, new regime, new things, a lot of them won't do well. You know what I mean?
It never happens.
Yeah, it doesn't happen. So, honestly, I think Baltimore's going to take a step back because of what they're used to. And I think Pittsburgh is going to take a step back from what they're used to. You know what I mean? When you change something that's been in their place for a very long time, chances are you're not going to do good. But
that's the math. That's the math.
If the math says that, that's why I'm bringing it up. D. Jones, what's your take on this Aaron Rodgers situation as the Aaron Rodgers saga continues? Because right now, D. Jones, I'll be honest with you, I don't think Aaron Rodgers is going to have a job, bro. I don't think he's going to be a QB for a team. That's the way I look at it.
The Cardinals don't have a quarterback, and I think he's going to go to the NFC just to play the Lions again and hurt Howie's heart. I think that's what he's going to be.
I want him to, so we can really put him into retirement. I want him to.
He's gonna go swim in the fountain of youth.
He's gonna suck every game, just because whoever they play, the Lions might be a game away from the Super Bowl, but it's gonna be.
And Aaron lost every game all season, but he'll win that one.
He'll come in as a backup. Just cause,
yeah.
But I don't know. Like I'm with them. Like okay, it's about that time, bro. You haven't been that good. You did get Pittsburgh to the playoffs, so he wasn't as bad as we're saying he is. But I mean, ain't nobody checking for Aaron Rodgers.
Nah, he old, man. He old.
Yeah.
But who's
That's a whole lot of birthdays,
Cardinals
man.
quarterback?
Huh?
Who's the Cardinals quarterback?
Right now, nobody. Right
Yeah,
now,
the Patriots old quarterback.
Let me look it up.
The Patriots old quarterback, the black guy.
Oh yeah, Brissett. Brissett's their quarterback.
Yeah.
Jacoby Brissett.
Jacoby.
Okay, man. I'm not impressed with Jacoby Brissett. We all seen how he plays at all. Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Why not go get Aaron Rodgers?
And his backup is Gardner Minshew. Scary.
Yeah. So, Howie, last question for football. Did Deshaun Watson get traded before the season kicks in? Howie Bell?
I don't know. That's a good question. Does he want to be traded?
No, the real question is, does Cleveland want to trade him? Because I don't think he wants to be traded.
They don't.
How many quarterbacks they got over there?
Right now, 2.
Just 2.
Remember, they got what's his name, son over there,
Shador.
I thought they had like 4 at one time. You know what I'm saying?
They did, but they got rid of all of them.
Okay. Yeah, if I was Deshaun, I don't know if I would necessarily want to. I don't know. This is sticky, but I would want to be the starter though, and I wouldn't want to be in competition, worried about my job. You know what I'm saying? Against Sanders. You know what I'm saying? So I would be. It's a tricky situation. Maybe he should go to Arizona. You know what I'm saying? You know,
the thing is,
I don't know.
He's supposed to be getting a lot better. He's supposed to be ready to start training camp supposedly around this year. So my question really is, does he get traded because he's getting better? You know, he's a serious, huge cap hit for Cleveland. You know what I mean? He's a huge. So
if I was Cleveland,
$45 million.
Yeah, that's a lot of money, man. I wouldn't get rid of him and put they should have did this anyway, which is Cleveland, is put all their marbles on Shador anyway. You know what I'm saying? They did all this. They wasted a season. They wasted all last year, bro. Now they're trying to figure out their quarterback situation. If I was Deshaun, I might leave. If I felt like I wasn't getting that starting job, I would leave to go somewhere where I knew I was.
Okay, Jay, where you at with this? What's your thoughts?
Man, he's gonna get a fair chance because of the sheer amount of money that they owe him, and because we see that the coach he played under got fired, and nobody's high on him. They're gonna want to see if it was the coach as to why he wasn't successful in Cleveland. Let this sink in. They owe Deshaun Watson $46 million for this year alone.
That's right.
Shador Sanders signed a 4-year, $4.6 million contract.
Yep.
So now the thing about Watson is he's going to be on the roster unless somebody wants to trade for him, because he's going to be a $45 million cap hit. You know, like in dead money. So they'd rather just keep him, and let him play a little bit because Shador is on the cheap. Now, even if Shador outplays him and wins the starting job, they're not just going to cut him because of the cap hit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he got to pay him anyway. So either way, I think he's on the roster.
Yeah, but also Cleveland's dealing with that situation, and they got to deal with the defensive side of the ball because what's his name has got to, he's I don't know why I can't.
Myles Garrett.
I don't know why I can't think of no names today. Myles Garrett is sitting there, just signed a new contract, monster contract, to the beginning of the last season. So they got 2 monster contracts. They got to figure out how they got to handle. And Myles Garrett might force his way out this season too. I mean, you never know what Cleveland's trying to do.
It's a mess over there in Cleveland, bro. It's a mess.
It is. D. Jones, what's your take on this situation with Deshaun Watson? You think he's going to want to be traded?
Yeah, I think he's going to go to Arizona State Penitentiary and play for the Mean Machine.
The Mean Machine. The Mean Machine.
Who's going to trade for him? If you're a GM of a team, are you trading for Deshaun Watson?
That $45 million? No.
They stuck with him. He stuck with them. Who's trading for Deshaun Watson, man? Only the Mean Machine.
Yeah.
And think about what game tape he got over the past 3 years. He hasn't played for 4 seasons.
Yeah, it's horrible.
It's horrible.
And at one time, Deshaun was like top 5 in the league.
No question.
Yeah. Man, Deshaun was that guy, and they keep hoping. he gonna be that guy. It feel like Greg Oden. Like, man, he might. He just might. But it's a wrap, man. He done.
Yeah,
But see, he was great when he was allowed to get the massages. They cut the massages out.
That was his hair. Like, that was Samson's hair.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's Samson hair to him. He need the massages.
That's
all
Samson's
that
hair.
ended. All that ended.
He need the
All right,
messages.
I gotta talk about the next thing. I gotta move over to the NBA, man. I gotta talk about Cade Cunningham. I don't know if you guys heard, but Cade Cunningham today is official. He's gonna be out at least another week in recovery from his collapsed lung.
Ew.
The Pistons gave the update this morning saying he'll be reevaluated in 1 week. Howie Bell, how are you looking at this Cade Cunningham situation out for another week? What's your thoughts?
Rest up, young man. Rest up, bro. Playoffs gonna be a long road, man. Rest up. Stay out 2 weeks if you need to, because you're not gonna get the MVP this year. That's over with. So rest up, man. Get your win right. Get your lungs back together. Rest and heal up. The team is good enough even to get through the first round of the playoffs without you. And I think that he needs to heal up, man. We're gonna need him. We're gonna need him down the stretch. It's gonna be a long playoff road.
Yep, and Jay, to be honest with you, the facts it is the Detroit Pistons are still playing good basketball without him. They're still playing good basketball without him. So, Jay, what you think the impact would be for the Detroit Pistons heading into the playoffs, or not fact heading in for another week? You know, with him out, do you think that they panicking? Do you think they cool? They fine? What's your thoughts on the Detroit Pistons?
I think that the Detroit Pistons going to come by Howie House. They're going to light something up, and they're going to, they're going to decide, hey, it is what it is. Like, hey, dog. You know what I'm saying? We going to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't rush him back. That's going to be terrible.
Yep.
And honestly, I don't think the seeding is going to be all that much affected, given how much time is left. So why rush him back at all? And you need to get him back as healthy as possible, because that playoff run is serious.
That's right.
Yeah. And Jay, let's be honest, you got to get your win back too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm sure that he's already running and conditioning right now, but it ain't nothing like running up and down that court.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I remember like this one winter, I was out of shape, and so I did the elliptical machine every day for like 5 miles every day. I thought I was in shape. So I went to the gym to play ball after like 3 months. I'm like, man, I'm good. I went in shape. So I made a move. I dribbled and I went to shoot the jump shot. In my mind, my feet were 36 inches off the floor. But in reality, my toes never left the court. You know what I'm saying? Because it's different running, carrying your body weight in competition, and stressing yourself out like that. So hopefully, they let them scrimmage a little bit, to kind of get into it. But I mean, that's an interesting issue to raise up, man, because condition is everything in basketball.
Yeah, it really is. That's why I wanted to bring it up. My man D Jones, what's your take on Cade Cunningham being out another week, and do you think it's going to affect the playoff runs for the Pistons?
Nobody's panicking over here, okay? They already said it was a 2 to 6 week injury. This only been a week. So he's right on schedule, okay? We're not worried. We still going to be number 1 in the East. Boston not catching us. We only need 2 more wins to clinch the Eastern Conference. We got Indiana and Milwaukee coming up. So I'm okay with that, okay? I don't want to speak too soon. And I just left shoot around today. He looked good. We were shooting around. He looked pretty good, almost ready. Jay, what you don't know is you said a true statement. How we staying walking distance from where the Pistons play?
For real?
Been over there, in the basement smoking. So you're not too far off. And all our players, besides 2, look like they come with some weed. You know what I'm saying? So, we not panicking.
Hey, D Jones, to take a page out of your book. I invited them over to my house before. I did. You know what I'm saying? They was busy. They had a game, so they couldn't come back.
But you might go to Howie House and be like, oh my God, it's such and such. And they just down there smoking. You know what I'm saying? True statement.
Fun fact, D Jones. D Jones, fun fact for y'all real quick. Rasheed Wallace has been over here to the Howie Bell Man Cave and watched the Super Bowl. Fun fact, real talk.
I just wasn't going to say it. I'll let you say it. Yeah. So this is a true statement. We're not worried. Hey, We got the coach of the year, most improved player of the year, and you know, we good. Detroit versus everybody.
I want to say for the record, D Jones, the Celtics ain't trying to catch number one right now. Their mind is like we good, but like they're not.
Y'all not playing like it. Lose the game.
The Celtics are playing lights out.
What do you mean?
Celtics playing really good basketball right now.
We lost the game.
Did y'all win by 300 points last night?
Yeah, we did. Because everybody was clicking on fire. But the night before they took out was it Jaylen Brown? Like they're not playing everybody all the time. You know what I mean?
We did the same thing the other night, but we almost beat OKC and we took out 4 starters.
Yeah, that's the point. Everybody's gearing up for the playoffs right now. But speaking of my boys, let me talk to you about last night and Howie Bell. The Celtics made history last night. To be fair to the Celtics, they made history, and this is the crazy part about it. No one has done that. They scored 53 points in the opening 12 minutes. They won 147 to 129 over the Miami Heat. Second highest scoring first quarter in NBA regular season history. Meanwhile, the Golden State Warriors did the 55-point opening quarter in Portland in 2023. And Charlotte, and let's see, Miami had a 53-point quarter against Charlotte November 7th. You know, people are shooting more threes, Howie. But let me just say this. The amazing thing about this, and I've said it, y'all laugh and everything. I've said it before, and I'm gonna say it again. This was supposed to be a gap year. You know what I mean? What the Celtics are doing, whether you hate them or love them, you know, these boys are playing. What's Jay always say? Styles make fights. These boys are fighting and they playing ball one way or the other. You know what I mean? So they made history last night. What's your thoughts of the Celtics as they made history and moving into the playoffs, Howie?
I think I said this on the show yesterday. That's the only team I'm worried about Detroit playing in the playoffs. That is the only team I'm worried about. It's going to take us back to the old Detroit Celtics matchups, you know what I'm saying, with Bill Laimbeer and Kevin McHale and all that kind of stuff, Robert Parrish. I just think that it's going to be like that. This is going to be one of those years, and they're going to meet up in the Eastern Conference Finals. That's my prediction. Celtics Pistons Eastern Conference Finals. I think that's going to be tough, man. Boston is playing lights out. I was watching that game, right, and they kept hitting them threes, and I was doing something else, and next thing you know, he hit another one. So I'm looking, I'm in the kitchen, I'm coming back, and he hit another one. I was like, oh my God, how many threes they made? I think they made what, like 9 or 10 in a row, or some ridiculous amount of threes or something like that.
Yeah,
and then New York came back and they did the same thing in the second half too. But as far as the threes go, but let me say this: Boston is just that team right now that is clicking on all cylinders. They really are peaking at the right time. They got everybody. They're healthy. They're something. They're a problem. Boston is a problem.
Howie, they're not healthy yet. Vucevic hasn't even played yet in the last.
Other than him, everybody else is pretty much good.
When he come back, they're gonna be a serious problem. They're gonna be a serious problem. But anyway, let me see the hate that Jay got, because I love it when he spits this hate out for the Celtics. Let me see what he got.
Man, I would love the hate, man, but you know, hey, I'm an umpire. I call balls and strikes when I see them. Boston is in this position because of Jaylen Brown.
Yeah,
they sure are. Who's getting disrespected all day long on TV, national TV. But anyway,
that's crazy.
Yeah,
and he had 43 last night.
Yeah,
but listen. So the only thing I can say for sure, I mean, what I think happened, I think that Wakanda made an exception to the rule, and they let that light-skinned ninja from St. Louis in there, and they treated his Achilles. they soaked that boy in vibranium or something, man, because he ain't missed a step since coming back.
Nah, he hasn't.
And he had a 25-point triple-double last night. So if he's gonna play like that, and if they make shots, nobody's gonna beat Boston in the East, man. Nobody. If they gonna make shots like they made last night, nobody's gonna beat them, because they're gonna take those threes. So they live and by, you know. They live and die by it. So if the threes are going in, they are going to be very, very, very tough to beat. But if those threes are off, they're gonna be buns. And I'm looking forward to them, you know, playoff, man. You know, threes don't go down the same way, you know, when them legs start getting tired. So a good defensive team like Detroit is, like the Knicks are, you know, it's going to be interesting. Let me say that.
Well, let me just say for the record, I don't necessarily 100% agree with everything you just said. I do agree with most of the stuff you said, but what they've been doing the last couple of weeks since Jason Tatum has come in back, you know, I don't know if you guys realize this. When they realize they're missing the threes, They are attacking the basket with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. That's what separates them. Before 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, they weren't doing that. Tatum comes back, they're doing that 100% wide because now they know that they could literally, you could double team Jaylen Brown and, you know, you can stop it. But JT comes back, all that stops. Mr. Pistons fan, what's your take on this Boston Celtics making history? And I know you ain't concerned about this. I know you ain't concerned about because you a Pistons fan, right, D. Jones?
Put it back on me.
Uh-huh.
I don't give a piss about the Celtics, okay? Hey, y'all killed me talking about they thought we wasn't gonna be this good. Y'all always had 2 number ones. I always thought Jaylen Brown was better than Tatum anyway. Tatum just took the most shots.
Right.
So y'all wasn't gonna be that far off. Y'all right where y'all supposed to be, okay? Second to Detroit. Y'all a threat. And you talking about they disrespecting Boston. We not even favored to be in the top 6 to make it to the finals. So the disrespect is coming our way. Y'all no. If you look at any odds, we ain't on none of them. Okay, we ain't in the top 5. It's not. We not even top 3 or 4 in the East. They got New York and the Cavs over us getting to the finals. So we the most disrespected, and I like it that way.
I don't know who you looking at. I don't know what box.
Go look at it. Go look at any of them. Look it up.
Everybody got the to make it to the final. Everybody.
No, they don't. No, they don't. We're not up there.
So Howie, Frank gonna argue with D Jones about how Vegas is slotting things.
I am about
I don't know.
That's straight gambling. That's a straight gamble.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I'm kind of with Howie. The only team I'm concerned about is Boston. Because if y'all hot with them threes, ain't nothing you can do. I was watching the game last night. It was tied like 30-30. I remember the channel back and was like, hold on.
It was like 50 to something to 30.
What's going on?
Right.
When the Celtics is hot from 3, they damn near unbeatable. So, and y'all got some, y'all got them little white boys around shooting 3.
Right. I'm gonna say, ever since that boy cut his hair, y'all been better. What's his name? He had the crazy hair.
Derek White.
Derek White.
Hey man, ever since he get cool with ball, y'all been cool. Because when he had
my favorite player on that team.
Man, listen, dog. He had that popcorn afro. When he had that, it was questionable.
With all the blotches in it.
Yeah, he had the.
He just had the phone.
Like he had almost a mangy look. You know what I'm saying?
But listen, arguing with D Jones about like how Vegas is handicapping is like arguing with Wimpy about hamburgers.
This brings up another point, man. I was watching a lot of sports talk was playing in the background today, and everybody's looking at this Lakers versus the Thunder tonight, you know, and talking about the Lakers got a chance to prove themselves this, and they can make
Amazon.
Yeah, and it's on Amazon too. Everybody's sitting there saying, here's my issue with this. And yes, I'm a Celtics fan and everything else. But my issue, Howie Bell, and I'm going to say it right now, I had a hard time with this, is that the NBA MVP race got Joker, it got SGA, Victor Wembanyama, and now they're including Luka Doncic over Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown's been doing this work for a long time.
Right. On both ends.
On both ends. So my point is Howie Bell, how are you looking at the MVP race right now? And what you think will the Laker Thunder, game, everything else help them? If the Lakers win, help them with their narrative of obviously Luka being into, MVP race. What's your take on this?
Well, let me start off by saying Jaylen Brown is being hated on by the powers that be, bro. Because he is pro-culture. You understand what I'm talking about? And he is in it to win it. He has, as a matter of fact, he does all kind of stuff outside of basketball for the culture. And that's why I like him. You know what I'm saying? And I really, but he's being hated on. He is literally being hated on and suppressed on in this MVP conversation because he should be up there without a shadow of a doubt. I'm a Detroit Pistons fan. So he should be up there. Yeah, he absolutely. Now, with that being said, Wemby is going to win the MVP. It's just without question, he's the best player, or the most valuable player, should I say, for his team. And that's what you base it off of. Not only that, he's superior defensively, he's superior offensively, he can move the ball, he can handle the ball, he can dribble, he's a shooter. Listen, man, defense, if he doesn't win, it's going to be a lot of questions. Now, if SGA wins, then I don't think people would really question it, but still they would. Like it's his to win, man. It's his to lose, should I say? I don't think Wemby is going, but Jaylen Brown should have definitely stayed in that conversation. I think he was in there for a second and they took him out.
Jason Hayes, what's your thoughts on this situation, man, right now? Do you think that the question is, do you think if the Lakers win tonight, that helps push the narrative for Luka to be MVP in the MVP conversation?
No, because I don't believe that one-way players should ever win an MVP.
Yeah.
The only reason I brought up because you see it. I mean, I'm sure you heard it and see it. Everything else they talking about.
Listen, Frank, I'm reading what you're reading, and and so I see like a lot of these polls and stuff. They say who should win MVP, and they have like Luka, they have Jokic, they have Shea, and then they have like some arbitrary fourth person. Oh yeah, Wemby. And every poll I've seen, they chose Luka because of the narratives that reporters create. Right?
Exactly.
Like people don't really watch games. I mean, they don't really care. I mean, they see Luka. Oh yeah, I know his name, so it must be him. But for people that really watch basketball, they know Luka ain't got no business being in this damn discussion about MVP. You know what I'm saying? Not with the dudes he's going up against. No way. And the fact that Jalen's not mentioned, understand this. This is coming from a Boston hater. Bro, I hate Boston like more than just about anything in life.
Except
but
for
I got eyes. I can see what Jalen does out there night in and night out, and what he means to that team and what he's done overall, to have them in the position that they're in, on both ends of the court. And to have him not be mentioned, you got Luka up there, who was a turnstile on free ride to Subway Day. No, bro. That's, to me, it's blasphemous that Luka's even being mentioned.
And that's exactly what my sentiment is. D. Jones, where are you looking at this, man? How you looking? Do you think it's to help pushing the narrative to the Lakers? Because I had thing on today. I had First Take on today, and everybody was talking about this Lakers game is going to help him with his narrative being MVP, and not one person mentioned Jaylen Brown, not one. And I was pretty upset about that. What's your take on this, D. Jones?
Well, that's because you're a Celtic fan.
Nah, I'm not fair. I'm trying to be fair.
No, I'm being fair. I'm being fair with you guys. Jalen has been like fifth in the voting or the odds all year. When it was SGA, it was Joker, and it was Cade. Or it was SGA, it was Wemby, it was Joker, now it's Luka. Like, he's always been fifth in the odds since it started. He's still fifth now. And I'm going to tell you what. He ain't doing better than SGA. Wemby's doing better than him. The Joker could win again. And then you want to talk about Luka. I've been watching the Lakers because I don't like the Lakers. Man, he done scored over 600 points in this past month. He's been unstoppable. And that's why. And they didn't kind of turn it around because we was being like, man, the Lakers don't play no D. They can't beat nobody. They've been whooping ass. And it's been all because of Luka. So I'm sorry Jaylen Brown is fifth. That's not bad to be top five. But the way Luka been playing in the month of March, it was incredible. So I can see why.
But D. Jones, in all fairness, bro, Jaylen Brown been doing this since September. Y'all talking about the last 30 days.
Who averaging more points and more assists?
Right now, I think Luka is right this second, but Jalen's been doing this since September.
That's good.
I'm just saying.
That's good. Listen, the MVP don't never go to the best defender. And we can say it should go to the boy who played both sides of the ball. 9 times out of 10 goes to the person, the best player on the best team. 9 times out of 10. That's going to be SGA. So even if you put Jaylen Brown in the discussion, his Celtic ass ain't going to win.
Listen, I can live with anybody. I can live with anybody in the top 5 winning other than Luka.
He's not going to win.
Like, you can make the case for Shea for sure. And Shea is the favorite and should be the favorite again this season.
Sure.
But the NBA, you know how they do. They hate giving back-to-back MVPs to people.
I'm going to tell y'all why Wemby not going to win. I'm going to tell y'all because I bet on him.
Oh, damn.
Well,
do
this
hate
the
giving
bet you're gonna win because I honestly truly believe that Wemby is gonna get it. If he does not win this
He
MVP,
should get it, man.
it's gonna be. I'm gonna be questioning the NBA. Like, how do they do this process? You know what I'm saying? Like, literally,
bro. You should
this
be
guy
questioning
is super dominant. Nobody has seen nobody play like this, bro. This dude
Howard.
is like an incredible Ralph Sampson.
Howard, you should be questioning anyway because the Joker should have won 3 years in a row. He should have, and he didn't get that third one. He didn't get it because I don't even remember who got it that year. So it's a like,
Embiid. I think it was Embiid.
It's definitely a favorite type of thing. Like it
Listen.
goes for who they feel is favorites. You know, who they love. You know what I mean?
But
Go ahead,
Frank, LeBron has won 4 MVPs in his career.
and he should have won more. And I'm not even
4.
LeBron fan, but he should have won more.
4.
He should have won 2 more.
No, he shouldn't.
Listen, I hate LeBron. I should say I hate LeBron. I'm not a LeBron.
The last time he won it was 2013. You telling me that 2016 LeBron shouldn't have won MVP?
Who won it that year?
2017, LeBron should have won 2. So I'm just saying LeBron could have won 2 more. He could have won 2 more.
He hasn't won MVP in 13 years.
White Chalk's in the building, y'all.
Yeah.
What's going
George
on?
would never.
Hey, what's going on, guys? How you doing?
What up, though?
Go ahead, you got the last
Chocolate.
word.
Last word. Hey, I said this on the show before. Jaylen Brown should be the MVP. The way that award, it's skewed. The Celtics were undermanned without Tatum. It's who's most valuable to your team if you took that guy off. If you took Jaylen Brown off without Tatum, the Celtics would be in the basement.
Trash juice.
Yeah,
they would be in the basement. So to me, he's been the most valuable. Luka can't be most valuable because they have other pieces around him. They would still be a 500 team even if he wasn't there, and they'd make the playoffs. That's
why isn't it KC? Why isn't it KC?
So would Detroit. So wouldn't San Antonio. So you go down the list. Except if you take Jaylen Brown off the Celtics, they don't even win. Lord, they might barely win 25 games. They might. You know what I mean? They were terrible without him. So I understand your point. All right, you want to have any other points you want to make, the White Chalk, before we go?
I just wanted to give the odds for the winning the championship. I put in the chat. Detroit's 7th. They have the 7th best odds per DraftKings. They have the Knicks ahead of them. They have the Celtics. They have crap. I didn't get the whole list, but they're 7th. They're
I
7th.
told y'all.
I gotta look at this. I gotta.
That's that, and I'm gonna tell you
Okay,
what.
I got it right here. OKC, the Celtics are 2nd. Then you got the Spurs, the Nuggets, Cavaliers, the Knicks, and then the Pistons.
It's gambling, bro. This is how they get the money. This is how they make money. Because if you're gonna bet against the Pistons, Vegas will clean up. You know what I'm saying? Because Pistons are gonna win most of these series, leading into the playoff, leading into the championship, should I say? So I don't know. It's gambling, bro. This is gambling all over.
No, that's the opposite of gambling, though. Because if the Pistons actually make it, they will lose a lot of money.
But they know that they're gonna win money because people are gonna bet against Detroit. You know what I'm saying? So Vegas wins the money.
I see what you're saying.
If the Pistons come through.
I've been on this with the football, and it's across all the leagues. It's all rigged. It's designed for them to win and not us. That's the way you have to look at it. That's the way you have to look at it. No matter what the odds are, no matter who the favorite is, they can rig it, Mickey Mouse it any way they want, and they do. And so, I don't gamble because it's a losing proposition. There's no way to tell. A team could be 15-1 in football and go against a 1-15 team on a Thursday night and lose. After all of us picked the team that's 15-1. That's why none of this. You can't go by any of it. It's all messed up.
And that happens all the time. Howie Bell, tell everybody out there how they can follow you. What's going on in your world, bro?
Hey man, listen, bro. My world is it's very busy, man, and I'm loving it. Shouts out number 1 to the 2 Live Stews radio show I co-hosted this morning, nationwide syndicated. It was dope, man. Shouts out to the 2 Live Stews radio show. That was incredible. If y'all not familiar with it,
2 Live Stews are back.
They back. 2 Live Stews are back.
They're back.
They've been back for almost 2 years now. So I sat in. I filled in for Ryan Stewart today. Me and Doug. It was an incredible show. 3 hours. I mean, it was dope. And I gave a lot of shouts out to Box Seats. We did all that kind of cross promotion stuff. It was a really good show this morning, man, with 2 Live Stews. So shouts out to them.
2 Live Stews is my most favorite sports talk show ever, all time. I love those dudes.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Me doing Box Seats prepared me to do that show. because I was, you know what I'm saying? Had I not been doing this with you guys for over like a year or so, you know what I'm saying? Like I would not been ready. I did and tackled the show today this morning like it was nothing. It was a piece of cake, man. So I give you credit, Frank, and you guys.
When you hand us your resignation to join the 2 live stews, that's one.
They got chicks over there.
Yeah, they got.
I'm right here, baby. This is the squad right here. This is the squad. Don't worry, I ain't going nowhere.
D Jones, everybody out there, how they can follow you, bro?
How we did there? Go ahead, my bad.
Oh yeah,
313 D Jones this weekend. I'll be at the Punchline with my boys Mope Williams and Big J. And tomorrow I'm throwing an opening pitch for the opening day for the Tigers. First pitch.
All right, I remember you said that. So yeah. All right, okay. Jay, tell everybody out there what's going on in your world, how they can follow you.
And D Jones' pitch is gonna be y'all should put butter on the popcorn.
Yeah.
Pitch you something. Hey, you can follow me at JD Hayes over at Fanbase, man. I'm out here, man, just having fun. And you know, it's Easter weekend.
Yep.
I live in Brooklyn in Crown Heights, so it's Passover weekend for me.
Yep.
With all these Hasidics around me. So it's quiet and lively around here at the same time. So I'm looking forward to the relaxation the relaxing nature of everything around here.
Yeah. Easter is this weekend. White chocolate.
Follow me and Frank on Boston Straight Shooters on Facebook and YouTube tonight at 8 p.m.
Okay, guys, that's it. We got to get ready to roll up out of here. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for tuning in. We greatly appreciate all of you. Yeah, we'll be back in tomorrow. Tomorrow we got to talk about the NCAA tournament Final Four. We got to obviously talk about what's going on in the hot topic.
Mayweather Pacquiao.
Yeah, that too. We got
that's this weekend.
Yeah.
Nah, but Mayweather talking about he want to turn into an exhibition and not a real fight. But that's what.
Yeah, we got hit.
That's what it's gonna be anyway.
All right, thanks for watching. I'm out. Peace.
What you need, yeah? Man, I got it, wow. What you say, hey? We about it,
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.